Hi everyone, I'm Ovalango and welcome you all in Grammar in Detail. If you're new and not subscribed the channel, so subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get some more videos about grammar. Today we have got the ninth kind of definite pronouns, that is known as the distributive pronouns. What are distributive pronouns? Let's discuss them. Distributive pronouns, those pronouns which are used instead of nouns. And keep in your mind, every pronoun is used instead of noun or in place of noun. And this is used to in place of noun to distribute them, to divide them. Because the word distributive is taken from the word distribute, which means to divide. Them are called the distributive pronouns. So those pronouns which are used instead of nouns to distribute them are called distributive pronouns. Keep in your mind, distributive pronouns are total 4 in number: each, every, either, neither. And you can also pronounce them either, neither. Both are correct. Actually, distributive pronouns are also your distributive adjectives. When you start the next parts of speech, that is adjective. So they are adjective as well as the pronouns. How will you recognize whether they are the pronouns or the adjectives? So we will try to understand in this lecture. Distributive pronouns, first we will be discussing. See, A asks a question: did you meet the students? Now see, there are students are many, but you'll distribute them now. Did you meet the students? A director asks me that did you meet the students? I say, if I say yes, I met each. Each means all in sequence. And in the same way, I met every, all, but not all not in sequence. And the next one we have got, yes, I met either, there were two, and I met both. And no, I met neither, there were two, and I met none. So both of them I did not meet. So this is what each, every, either, neither, or either, neither. If I say I met each, there were many. I met them in a sequence: number one, number two, number three, number four. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? And every means all, but not in sequence. Whomever I saw, like a sudden test is taken by the teacher. He asked anyone. He has doubt. Then he asked every. Every means not in sequence. For example, these are the number of students. Sometimes you are asking him, then this one, then this one, and then this one, and then this one. But over there you have got the sequence. If I put the numbers, that will be quite clear for you people. If these are the number of students, if I say did you meet the students, then if I say yes, I met each means all in sequence: number one, number two, number three, number four, number five, number six, number seven, and number 8. But if someone asks me, did you meet the students? Yes, I met every. Every means how are you? 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 And how are you? So this is what not in a sequence. This is not sequence, and this is the sequenced ones. So this is what when you ask them in a sequence, that is known as each, and when you do not ask, then that is known as every. Either or either is used when there are two students and you meet both of them. That is known as I met either or either. And there are two students, you did not meet any of them, then you say I met neither. So these are the distributive pronouns. Keep in mind how to change them in distributive adjectives. If you want to change them in distributive adjectives, after each, every, either, neither, you will be putting the noun, and there must be a singular noun. You will not put the plural noun. If you put the plural noun, the sentence will be wrong. Suppose I say, did you meet the students? A asks a question, did you meet the students? Yes, I met each student. This is what each student, and each is adding something in the meaning of noun and distributing the nouns. But here you will not put students. Keep in your mind, students will be wrong. You will just put each student. Yes, I met every student. Every is adding something in the meaning of student. And yes, I met either student. No, I met neither student. So these all are adding something in the meaning of noun. That's why we call them adjective. Now in first row, in these sentences, each, every, either, neither are working as pronoun. And uh, in over here, each student, each, every student, either student, neither student are working as adjectives. So you can use them in this way to recognize them. If after any word there is there is a noun, mostly the first one will be called adjective. In rare cases it might not be, like we'll study it in further lectures, but that should be in your mind, that I met each student, I met every student, I met either, I met either student, I met neither, I met neither student. So each student means all in sequence, one by one, to distribute them, to divide them in one. That is known as the distributive pronoun. And where do we use the what is difference between the pronouns and the adjectives, the distributive pronouns and the distributive adjectives? Distributive pronouns do not need any noun, because you are already asked, did you meet the students? Yes, I met each means I'm talking about the students, because you already know the question, that I met each, I met every, I met either, I met neither. If I say I took each, so in adjective, then you will not come to know what I have taken. So there it is necessary. If I am directly replying you, if you have asked me a question, so I will answer you with the distributive pronouns. Like you asked me, did you meet the students? Then I say I met each, I met every, I met either, I met neither. But if I say directly to you, I collected each, now you do not know what I collect. What did I collect? Yes. So over there you need to be confirm that you know what we are going to do. Like as an adjective, you'll say I collected each receipt. I collected every receipt, but not in sequence. I collected either receipt. Two receipts were there, I collected the both. And I collected neither receipt, means I did not collect. There were two, I did not collect them, because maybe less. I asked the students, they all should bring, so that then I will be collecting them. So this is what the distributive pronoun. Hope you got today's lecture. Wish you best of luck. See you next time with next lecture. Goodbye.